Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for your favorite game.
Who's that douche-canoe?
This is great. Hey, listen, guys. I think that the fact that we started the show today with chili is awesome. Oh, that's the coolest thing ever. Okay, so anyway, I wanted to tell you guys a story. So the other day, I was trying to sneak out of Hez's apartment, and it was snowing. We got like 3 inches of snow yesterday, and then it all melted. But anyway, I tried to sneak out, and he didn't want me. Because he's a tyrant, Hez! You're a tyrant! Yeah! Ow.
I don't believe in violence. I don't believe in tyranny. I believe in justice, man. This punk deserves it. Highway Star was first, ladies and gentlemen. Here's your happy dance, Highway Star. All right, thank you. David E. Persons with the Frauditor joke of the day. Frauditor used to be a stage magician, then he got a job as an addiction counselor for people in witness protection. Now he pulls habits out of the rats. Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat. Again? Oh, P. Barnes, what's up, buddy? It's Friday. Oh, yeah. I love it. P. Barnes, David E. Persons, Highway Star. Who else is here this morning? Chef M80, what's up, Chef? Woo-hoo. Oh, hello. Welcome to the show, guys. All right. Rock and roll. I'm happy it's Friday. Highway Star, P. Barnes, Chef M80. My tiny Chihuahua life is in the house. Awesome sandwich, Josh. I love it. Kingston 2000 said, good morning, all. That's everybody. That's all. All right. P. Barnes, Tiny Highway Star with an 18-month membership milestone. Holy crap, hammer sandwich sauce. Yes, 18 months. I love it. Well, you guys don't understand, man. Like, I wasn't reading that. I was genuinely saying that. And then I read his comment. Here's your happy dance, brother. All right. Yes. Lenana Rogers is in the house. What's up? Good to see you. All right. We got a joke from Chef. Let's see. A frauditor rides the elevator to the top floor. As he exits, the operator says, "Have a good day, son." The frauditor snaps and says that he isn't their father. The operator says, "I brought you up, didn't I?" It's a good joke. It's a good joke. It's just I thought you were going to do something with the premise of like the frauditor not knowing how to use an elevator because he's so dumb, but you went a different direction, which is great. It was funny, but it hit me like sideways because I thought you were going that way with it, which is good. It's more so that. Anyway, what's up? We got Ladonna, we got P Barnes, Chef M80, Highway Star, yeah. Let's see. Ladonna, Tiny, P Barnes, Chef. Paul Cohen, yo, my peeps, you heard? All right, let's see. Okay, so now I'm up to the part where we started getting the guesses. Lexi Ann's in the house. What's up, Lexi? Always great to see you here. Let's see, Paul Cohen. Florida Jim's in the house, ladies and gentlemen. One and only. Good morning from the Friday Rashers Breakfast Club. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see. Paul Cohen starting a new job today. I need to make a hockey stick and get the puck out of here. All right, Florida Jim, Chef M80, Paul Cohen. Highway Star with 5 gifted memberships. Holy crap, hammer sandwich sauce. All right, here's your happy dance. All right, I love it. Thank you so much. Mr. Thomas, good morning, Hess and the Rash family. Did you hear that David E. Persons and Chef M80 were afraid for the calendar? Because their days were numbered. It's not me. The freaking voodoo dolls controlling the peanut gallery. Hippie. Ah! Dagnabbit. Anyway, yeah, it's 41 degrees right now. At this time yesterday it was 31. And we got like 3 inches. It was crazy because I was shoveling snow in the morning. I got to work and the first thing I did was shovel snow. But then like it's weird because at night, after it gets dark, that's when it gets cold. Well, yesterday, after it got dark, is when it got warm. And all the snow melted. So I'm walking home just soaking wet. So last night, I actually spent most of the night at the laundromat just drying all my clothes. We can forgive you because you spent too much time in Florida. Yeah. Right? I'll tell you something about that. I wanted to say this to you guys. So I know, obviously, where I'm at. And like, since I moved here in April, like, all I got is this laptop. And I have the Chromebook that I got from Highway Star, and I love it. It's great. I use it every day. It's awesome. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. But ultimately, that's all I have. Thanks to generous donations from you guys, I was able to get a new soundboard. So that's
why I was able to bring him back.
which is great. So I got that. It's cool. I'm sort of very slowly rebuilding. But I lived in Florida for 2 years. And over that time, I had built up a pretty big collection of equipment and stuff that I was using for my show. Victoria B, what's up? Speaking of Florida, how's Hezo mom? She's okay. She's doing all right. She's got everything pretty much back to normal, which, it is what it is. So, yeah. The park that she lives in, it's like a gated community. Like, the problem was, and I think I kind of described this to you guys before, but I don't remember, so I'll go over it again. There's a drainage ditch that they built in her community specifically for this type of weather problem. But her specific home is right next to it. Now, it's actually built specifically so that when it fills up, it's beautiful. It's like she's got the lakefront property. Like she's right there and there's ducks swimming in it and, other birds. We get all kinds of crazy birds. We get flamingos, everything out there. They see this water and they just pile up. What's up, Unclean Herd? Say hey. Victoria B, yeah. No. Dag nabbit sandwich sauce. There you go. So anyway, but because her place is like right on the drainage ditch, again, that sounds gross, but the way they built it is it's actually, when it's full, it's actually nice. Except for this time, because with the hurricane, it overfilled. It went all the way up to her property. So like, I love working outside all day. Lisa Alcazar, what's up? Chuck, what's up? So anyway, so even though like her house is okay and she's kind of back to normal, the area she's in, the general area she's in itself is still flooded. The waters haven't completely receded yet. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, it's just a matter of time now, but at least as far as she's back home and, her and the dog are just chilling and doing their thing like they always did, and it's all good. So ultimately, like I was saying, because I did want to talk about this today. So eventually, as my initial plan to come up here, I had to last minute make changes and just grab whatever I could carry and get back here, because the whole time I was in Florida, I was always looking for a place back here. I wanted to be back with the kids. People have been with me. Most of you have been with me forever. You already know the whole story behind it. But ultimately, I had to make a last minute decision. And getting this place, which would put me closer to my children, you guys see Minnie has all the time, right, was the number one priority above making sure that I had all my equipment and all my stuff to do my show. Being with my kids was more important. So I had to make that decision. So I chose my children. And I stand by it. I made the right choice. But I'm not stupid. I know when I look at my channel that the show has been suffering the quality of my productions. My videos, the software that I was using to make videos just completely petered out on me on this computer. I can't do anything with it. So sometimes I try to do stuff, but as you can tell, I got nothing except for the most recent video I posted was in August. And that was the one where I met Ray in real life and just took a little bit of footage on my phone. So I'm trying, and it's a lot of work. But the reason why I'm saying all this is because today was the day that we get our, YouTube. When you're a professional YouTuber, you get paid once a month. And today was payday. And I just want to say that I really, 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 really appreciate those of you who are still with me here every day, because, it's nowhere near as crazy as what it used to be, but it's still there, you know. And the fact that you guys support me through all of this, knowing, you know, I'm looking at it as you guys are showing faith in me that I'll keep doing it and eventually get build my way back up to what you guys were used to when I had a much higher quality production, that I was putting on every day. And I feel like that's something that's missing, but that you guys have faith that that I'm working towards that goal, and I am. So I appreciate all of you people for sticking with me through all of this. Dang nabbit. Ugh. So that really, you guys, you mean everything to me. I love you guys truly, and I pray all the time. And I don't know, I just thank you, thank you again for your support. Yeah. All right. Um, so that all being said, let's go ahead and start the show proper. Um, there's so many videos I wanted to go over, trying to figure out which one to use. I was thinking about this. Wait, where is it? Yeah. So, because we usually NCR usually never lets us down, and I got this. I found this interesting because, and I don't know how much I that's the one I was going to show, T Barnes. That's the one I was going to show. But before I do, um, yeah, yeah. Actually, yeah. I'm not okay. Yeah. I'll show it. I'll show it. Uh, I was about to tell a story, and then I realized that, like, if I said too much and a troll saw it, then they'd be able to put two and two together and find out exactly where I'm at. So never mind. Anyway, let's go ahead and watch the video.
Hi folks, today I have some body cam footage of a wannabe frauditor doing something completely stupid and pushing the lines of frauding that we've never thought we would see. But before we start today's video, as always, a big thank you to all of my current and new channel members and subscribers. Without your guys' ongoing support, I couldn't keep this channel going, so I thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart. And if you're new to this channel, please subscribe.
Wait a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, we got $5 from Highway Star. Speaking of payday voodoo, have you paid baby voodoo? No? Then you know baby voodoo is gonna zap you, boy.
Yes, I love zapping my daddy. Thank you, Highway Star. And hello, everybody that's here today. And Mr. Hezekiah said hello to everybody, but I don't think he said hello to Mr. Flat Flat. Hello, Mr. Flip Flat. How are you today? My daddy tried to tell me that the earth was flat, but Mr. Hezekiah says it's a circle or a sphere or a ball or something like that, but not quite round. It bends in the middle a little. I have no idea what he's talking about. I just like my hat. Anyway, let's stab Daddy. Yay! Daddy. What do you want, you bunghole? I just wanted to show you something. What? What do you want to show me? It's a gift from Mr. Highway Star. Highway Star? What the heck? What did he give? Hey, how'd you hey, Highway Star, man. You should do some digging and check out some of your, Molly Hatchet records, man. Yeah. Oh, that sucks. What? Ow! Why did you do that, you little punk hammer? No! Ow!
All right. Anyway, Baby Voodoo, Lisa Alcazar, what's up? So anyway, I wanted to say something though, because like I saw this and Flip Flat, like I don't really, especially on the days that Minnie has this here, I can't really follow the chat too closely. Obviously, I try to follow the chat, but I'm always when he's here, I'm dealing with getting him ready for school and making breakfast and doing this, and then coming back and watching the chat and keeping up with everything. But I have seen you around a little bit, and I don't know. I guess one of the things that if you're newer here and you're getting any kind of pushback from the moderators, one of the things that I'd like to say just in general is that again, if you're new, you don't know. A few months ago, there were a couple of trolls who decided. Actually, there were a couple times we got blasted by some trolls that, for whatever reason, decided to target my chat and would come in here and kind of like play it cool until they got trusted enough by the mods, and then they'd start getting start getting stupid and saying just horrible stuff, and it was really bad. So we had like a whole purge, like with the mods and the wrenches and everything. And it was, behind the scenes, it was a nightmare. I was getting angry emails from people. I had people that were members that canceled their memberships over it, and it was big and bad, and it was crazy, crazy, crazy. So ever since then, we have been, I know my mods tend to be a little bit more cautious now because we don't want that to happen again. So I apologize if any of my mods are a little quick on the trigger finger. If you say something that's a little, the way I always say it, my rule generally has always been this, because people are like, well, you guys are the free speech guys and this and that. Why can't I say what I? And like my rule has always been for my show and my chat is that this is like my house. These people are like my family. Okay. So like if somebody I don't know comes into my house and the only reason they came in there is because they want to talk shit, I'm going to ask them to leave. And if they don't, then I'm going to make them leave. Same thing here, So if somebody that we don't know comes in and they start saying something that's like, wait, what's he talking about? We're going to feel them out and find out where it's at. But if you're cool, and it's all good. And you can come in and hang out and I'll make you dinner and let's go, Let's have some fun, man. Have a good time. So yeah, that's, I guess that's the best way to explain it. From my point of view anyway. All right. So anyway, let's get back to the video, guys.
To the page, leave a like and a comment because it really helps me with the algorithm. Don't forget to check out my second channel, NCR Movie Network, and the podcast, the Craptown Florida Man Power Rankings. Episode 14 is out right now. With all that being said, let's enjoy today's video.
Hey, fucking stop, dude. You gonna shoot me? For what? Don't touch stuff. Stop. I haven't done nothing. You're gonna break my wrist. You're going to break my wrist. Go ahead, take it off and go look. Tell me what's illegal. Yeah, it's a pellet gun. Yeah. But when the cops tell you to stop, you stop. Then what's illegal?
What's going on is you are breaking the law. You're causing a disturbance and a panic. You are committing disorderly conduct according to Florida statutes. But not only that, you're walking around with a pellet gun that looks like a rifle from a distance, and what could be described as a large caliber handgun. Now, Florida does not have open carry. They do not have constitutional carry. They have concealed carry. But this guy is walking around with pellet guns to get a rise out of people because why? He's trying to exercise his rights.
Illegal. Are you illegal?
We don't know if you have a real gun. You have a handgun.
David Brown. Look up David Brown. Ask him. You relax. This motherfucker wants to pull a gun for what? Know your fucking laws.
Yeah, know my laws. What does this look like to you?
I don't give a fuck.
You are retarded.
It's my right. Yeah, David Brown already looked it up. It's on safety. Don't fuck with it.
Shut up. Yeah, you're lucky you didn't get shot.
Good. Fucking shoot me next time, tough guy.
You want to get shot?
How about this? Take the cuffs off. Let's see who gets shot and who does what.
Oh, really? Is that a threat to me?
No, you're threatening my wife. You pulled a fucking 9 on me over one. Over one.
Okay, you're threatening the cops with BB guns. That's not the brightest move. There have been tons of incidents where people have lost their lives brandishing BB guns at the cops. In the mid-90s, there was a squirt gun toy line that used replica-styled water guns that looked like actual guns and made sounds. There were several small children who lost their lives due to that, regulating them to be removed from the market. And in the mid-80s, a gentleman by the name of Gary Stolman took hostages at a news studio using a toy replica gun. Because of that, the laws have been made that replica guns are supposed to have indicators that they are not real, the orange tips that we see on BB guns and airsoft guns. This idiot has taken them off and is trying to make them look like real guns. That is a surefire way to end up in jail or 6 feet under.
And then drop my phone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
You are detained.
For what?
You are detained.
I like you. You're fine. I can talk to you, but this guy?
Well, why didn't you talk to me? All I said was, hey.
It's said anymore. It's just non-compliant. Please detain.
Yeah. Why you going through my bag?
Make sure you don't have another gun in.
Why you going through my bag? Illegally detained and illegally searching my bag over what? Over what? Over fucking
I'm making
what?
sure you don't have another gun.
I don't have a gun, so you need to fucking follow up on your laws because you're not classified as a gun in the article.
Shenanigans.
No.
Shenanigans.
No.
And we're calling shenanigans, folks. Yes, this gentleman is legally detained. The search of his bag may be questionable, but let's take a look at the totalities of the circumstances here. Now, we have a gentleman walking around with what appears to be 2 firearms in a state that open carry is not allowed. He is being hostile and belligerent towards the police, who refuses to cooperate when they simply asked him to stop. And he could have easily explained that, no, these are just 2 pellet guns. Instead, he chose to continue to escalate the situation. Now, if I was a cop, I would stop him and question him because it does look like he has 2 large guns on his person. Instead, this asshat wants to try to play victim and act like if he's done nothing wrong, even though his actions and behavior could be considered disorderly conduct or inciting a panic.
Sovereign citizen, guys. You're a sovereign citizen.
No, it's a state of Florida right.
Sure, I'm gonna pat you down.
You're gonna pat me down for what?
For weapons.
I don't have anything.
How many more times do you have to be told that?
How many times you gotta be told it's not a fucking weapon? How many times you gotta be told that in the state of Florida it is 100% illegal for me to carry? Stop touching my shit.
Oh, all right. My man Cornflake got the spirit. He's a little confused, but he got the spirit.
Shut up.
Make me. You pulled the gun out on me already. No. You pulled the gun out on me already, fucking twisted my wrist for what? And then fucking smack.
See, but they're absolutely not on you.
Well, let's see. You are in violation of Florida's open carry law. You would possibly be in violation of disorderly conduct laws in the state of Florida. You'd definitely be in violation of the hunting laws in Florida due to the fact that if you were trying to say those were real firearms and you were going to openly carry them while you were hunting or fishing, it doesn't look like you're going to your campsite. So there's a lot of reasons why you're in handcuffs.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got $4.99 from Lexi Ann. Thank you so much. Here's your happy dance. Let's go. All right. Thank you. see, that's the thing. Like a lot of the stuff that these guys do, like I'll sit here and I'll say, man, I don't understand the mentality behind what they do. But to be honest with you, in certain circumstances, in a lot of circumstances, actually, I do understand the mentality behind what they do. What I don't understand is how someone could have that mentality as an adult. Hey, you're not supposed to carry guns around, so I'm going to carry a pellet gun around so that it'll look suspicious and the cops will stop me because I have something that looks like a gun. Like, what? What? For what purpose? To prove that they'll stop you if you have something that looks like a gun and you're walking around with it? We already know that. Duh! Hey, if I walk into a building that has no filming allowed posted on the front door and big sign, no filming allowed inside, I'm going to go inside filming to prove that there's no filming allowed in that building. We already knew that. They had the sign that said no filming. What are you proving? That they enforce the sign? Well, of course they do. It's their sign. They enforce their policy? Yes, of course they do. It's their policy. It's a stated policy. It's not a secret. It's not a secret that if I walk down the street, well, I mean, here actually it's legal, but if I walk down the street in a place where open carry isn't legal, and I got a big old rifle looking thing on my back, and all these guns all over the place showing intentionally, like he didn't put all that stuff on accident just to walk down the street with it on. And then you get stopped by the cops. See, here's the proof that the cops will stop you if they see you doing that. Right. Okay. And what? It's like these guys want it. I don't understand. Well, like I do in the sense of like if you want to just be a jerk just to be a jerk for jerk's sake, but once you're over, 14, that shouldn't be the way your mind works anymore, I guess. But also, I don't get like conceptually the idea that I am intentionally going to bait a negative reaction. I mean, unless it is truly the money that's the, getting the clicks and views. Like, because again, the only other option is that they really, truly, honestly are that stupid that they really didn't know that this was going to happen. Like, why would you choose to put all that realistic looking gear on all over and walk around in a place where open carry is illegal with all that stuff showing and nothing, like NCR pointed out, to indicate that they're fake guns, like the rubber tips or whatever? Like, to what end? To make it so that it'll be easier for school shooters to walk around with their guns out and walk into schools and you can't stop them because these guys have made it so that you can't stop anyone with guns? To make it easier for criminals to commit crimes? To open the doors, like I always say with the frauditing? Like, if I want to plant a bomb in City Hall, I just put the bomb in my backpack, and then when I go plant the bomb, I just go like this, and as soon as I go like this, they can't stop me because now I'm a journalist, and now I'm working on a story, so now they have to let me in, and then I just go into an area where there's no people around, take the bomb out of my bag, set the timer, put the bag back on, and walk back out. As long as I'm going like this, they can't stop me. Is that is that the end goal? Is to just turn the purge real and make everyone just murder everybody else? Like, just blow up the world? Screw it, because you're going to be so rich with all your YouTube money that you're not going to care. You're just going to be sitting there counting your money all day. Anyway, back to the video. Explaining 101, baby.
One of the biggest reasons would be officer safety, due to the fact that when they did try to stop you and talk to you, you chose to be hostile and aggressive while openly carrying what appeared to be firearms at the time.
Thank you. Listen, thank you. Relax. He smacked my shit out of my hand when I was recording him.
Can we have a conversation?
We
I'm
can.
recording too.
Fuck him.
Okay,
We
here's
can.
the deal. Yes, you have the right.
No, they didn't.
No, take it up with David then. Because according to him, they abolished
David who?
David Brown.
Who is David Brown?
What do you mean?
Who is David?
Are you guys not familiar with your own law enforcement around here?
I don't know what David Brown.
David Brown. According to him,
Is he the
he's
new
your
kid from Georgia? I don't know what David Brown is. It's Matt Brown.
third shift.
Oh.
So yeah,
Third shift.
so there is no open carry in the state. Yes, you can conceal,
Yeah.
but you cannot open carry.
So you are
God,
listen,
yes,
listen to me. You
correct.
are partially correct. With that not being a firearm,
Correct.
you can carry it around.
Correct.
Okay. But do you want? Can we have a rational conversation with each other?
You want to know? Because you asked me, I will be more than welcome to. Yes.
So put yourself in our shoes. Okay. We've received multiple 911 calls about a man walking around the neighborhood dressed in all black with hair almost to his shoulders with a rifle or shotgun on his back. Okay. He sees you walking down the street.
That guy back there. Yeah.
He sees you walking down the street. Says, "Hey, I found him. He's got a rifle on his back." We both were able to identify that was a pellet gun. I grew up around guns, man. I can tell that this is a break barrel pellet gun. While it's
so
on
he
your back.
knows,
Okay,
but to
hear me-
draw your gun on me without
Because I don't
probable
know
cause.
what I don't need probable cause to put my gun in your face.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
So
So if I've done
that-
nothing wrong like I have today,
So
you
listen-
have every right to
listen
pull a
to
gun
me.
in my face?
Listen to me.
Hold up, Snowflake. You did do something wrong. You refused to stop when the police told you to stop. You are walking around with what appears to be 2 loaded firearms on your person in violation of Florida's open carry law, and you made threats to law enforcement. Yeah, they are allowed to pull their guns on you at that point.
I don't know what
Master.
that is.
They don't have to.
Yes.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Matter of fact, you think you're the first person? This makes it 6 times now. I've had a gun pulled on me.
Then why are you
between here-
doing this?
No, because the first 3 times I called you guys and you guys came down and I had nothing at that point in my life. I start carrying because of you guys.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
You're carrying a BB gun because of the cops?
You can assume what it is, but up until you've officially pulled it all apart and realized the difference between that and then what I've had to do to it, then yes. I've had to make that my own personal defense weapon.
Okay, so you've turned this into a firearm, is what you're saying.
Guys, shoot into the ground real quick. Do you know what a firearm is?
It's a BB gun.
Okay, so you know that's not a firearm.
Exactly.
Okay.
So what are you going to do with
So
it?
you just stated I had a firearm and I made it to a firearm. Then again, states that that's not a firearm.
Shenanigans.
No.
Shenanigans.
No.
And we're calling shenanigans yet again. Because you implied to the officer when he asked you, it's a BB gun. You said it's your personal self-defense weapon. And after what I've done to it, you'll realize that. Okay, so you've turned it into an actual weapon. He is assumed to be a firearm, which he's asked you. And you said, find her in the ground to find out. Yes, this genius, by the way, his name is Ian Bresslahan, thinks that it's a great idea to play the game fuck around, find out with the police when it comes to carrying a firearm. Now, this could have ended in a more horrible and tragic situation.
Okay.
No, that's what you insinuated.
I didn't insinuate. You took that for what it was. Am I being arrested?
You are detained.
For what? What law did I violate? God, don't be scared. What law did I violate?
This is
So listen. At the time, we don't know.
I don't matter though. Yeah, you got
And we're going to end it here, folks. The remainder of the video is the officer sitting in his vehicle, looking up what laws they could possibly charge him with. And, well, they don't arrest him. They do let him go. But has Ian learned from this? No, he's done this even more and has stated that he's doing this because of the cops. He is trying to get the attention because he is a fucking moron who can't find validation through legal and safe means. So if you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a thumbs up and a comment because it helps me with the algorithm. Don't forget to check out my second channel and the podcast. With all that being said, be well, be safe, and I'll see you guys next time. And a special thank you to all members of the news team. Without your guys' continuous ongoing support, I couldn't keep this channel going, so I thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart.
All right. Round of applause for NCR News Network. Terry Barnes, welcome. Hey, Robert Custos, welcome. Great to see you guys. So anyway, yeah. So again, trying to just trying to dissect what he said. Okay, like this is like the sixth or third, whatever he said, two different numbers. But this is all the time I do this, and you guys pull a gun on me every time. And the cop says, so then why do you keep doing this? Like, because I did it, the cop stopped me and pulled a gun on me. Which is why you should stop doing this. Like, if every time you walk down the street with these fake guns, the cops freak out, think they're real guns, and end up pulling their guns on you, and they haven't shot you yet. You ever consider that piece of the puzzle, that you're not dead yet? So it's not like the cops are just running around randomly shooting you. They pull their guns because they see you got a gun. And they look and they find out it's not real and they let you go. So you keep doing that? Why? To waste police resources? To waste your time? You know, you could be, volunteering at a homeless shelter. You could be freaking doing something, having a job, contributing to society in a positive way. Instead of taking cops away from, maybe there's a real shooter down the street that's getting away with it because the cops are too busy dealing with you and don't have time to deal with real calls. It's all about the money. Yeah, just the YouTube money. They don't care about anything. We don't have a 2A. We just have common sense and what not to do. You could be ranting on YouTube. Yes. You know what? Yes. If any one of these douche canoes that has a channel where they just sit here and talk, that's better than going out there, even if they're talking about the opposite of what we do, talking about how good they are. Like, well, who's that idiot who does that? What's his name? I made a couple videos about him back in the day. I don't remember. His whole shtick is he talks just like I do. He does commentary, but he does pro-idiocy commentary. He loves idiots. He thinks they're great. I remember one time the video that I made about him. He was complaining about these dirt bikes in New York. There were these laws against dirt bikes in New York. And he's like, why are there laws against dirt bikes in New York? I don't even understand the concept behind those laws. Like, how is that a thing? So I actually sent him a link to a news report explaining exactly why they made those laws. Because there were these street gangs that were kids on these little motorcycles that would go up and down the streets of Manhattan terrorizing random people. Like they'd ride up on the sidewalk and snatch a lady's purse or, whatever. Like just beat up people and steal. Like they'd have two guys on the bike. One would hop out. Like they'd be going past the car as someone was getting out of the car. And if it was a nice car, the dude on the back would jump off, attack the driver, hop in the car and take off. Like, I mean, it was horrible. And crickets. No response to that. It's like, you asked the question. I answered it in good faith. And no response at all. Of course not. And then the other day I get a message from, yes, here's the deal. That's the one. Yeah. No, not for here's the deal. For Tiny for remembering him. But for him, yeah, he's a douche canoe. I don't understand what benefit they would get if they end up unalive. They wouldn't need money. Well, they'll end up. See, but this is the thing, P. Barnes. Like, I think there are some people who want, obviously, to be unalive. Right? What do they call it? Death by cop, right? Like, there are some people where that is their goal. But then there are a lot of people, and I think this is more of the frauditor side. It's like you feed off of the general public's fear because that's how you get your fans and your money. You feed off of the general public's fear that police are just out here willy-nilly hurting people for no reason. But you actually live off of the knowledge that that's not true. So cops are actually an easy target because they're not going to do anything. Yes, there are police out there that do hurt people. But we see videos every day where frauditors don't get shot. So it's not like the cops are just randomly running around murdering everybody they see. Obviously, that's not true, because look at how many thousands of frauditor videos there are. They're not getting shot all the time. They're not getting shot at all. If anything, they're the ones doing the shooting. So, but again, they know that the general public, their fans, have this fear that the cops are just out there hurting people all the time. So they feed off of that fear. But at the same time, they know it's not true. So they go out there and they pick the easy targets. Now, yes, you're getting more and more people going against regular citizens, which is how you get into situations like with Lizard Media and his crew, the Impact Media crew, literally beating the crap out of an innocent guy. Because when you're dealing with regular citizens, they might actually take a swat at you because they don't have, they don't have to worry about it. The cop isn't going to do anything because he knows he could lose his job. The employee at the post office isn't going to do anything because they know they could lose their job. They're easy targets because they're not going to do anything. And you feel big and bad if it's a cop because he has a gun. I can mess with the guy with the gun and he's not going to shoot me because I'm a big badass. Hey, yeah. No, it's because he can't. They can't just shoot you because you're an asshole. They're not allowed to do that, so they're not going to. So they're an easy target for you to go after. You go after regular, normal people on the street, and they start swinging. Like, whoa. What did I miss? You missed a lot of Hezsplaining. Yeah, all right. And at one point, I actually had about 2 seconds of pizza time. It's pizza time. Anyway, Leland's here. What's up? Everyone runs the risk of losing their job except the frauditor. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's why I love it when they go, well, I'm at work. It's like, well, then you're telling me I'm at work, so I have to act professional. And then you're telling me this is your job. So you're at work. How come you don't act professional? Well, because I'm self-employed. I do what I want. Yep. Exactly. That's kind of the point, is that you just think that you can just do whatever you want as long as you're going like this. No rules apply to you. Oh, the stupidity is palpable. Let's see. What do we got? About 20 minutes to the cupcake dance. What do I want to go with next? I got a couple things on deck here. I was looking at what is this is short, but I always like to like, if I find a channel that I've never really seen before, I always try to be like, oh wow, cool, I discovered a new channel, guys, look at this. And I like to share it. This is another channel. It looks like it's called Courtroom Time. So it looks like, it's just basically, like any other channel that does courtroom stuff. But they got in their newest video, it's a sovereign citizen one. So I'm like, oh, let's check these guys out. So let me get a link to Courtroom Time. And let's go ahead and let's see what these guys are all about. Hold on. Let's see. Before we get into that, Ungi99 says, do you think Jeff Gray is a frauditor? How would I define Jeff Gray? It's been a while since I've even talked about him. Honor your oath civil rights investigation. Which one was he? Was he the? Oh wait, he's the one that always has the "God bless the homeless vet" sign. Okay. Yeah. I don't know if I'd call him a frauditor. That's why I don't talk about him a lot. I think he's just a baiter. I mean, obviously, it's what are they? It's called mens rea. That's the legal term for it. It's about intent, right? Like, if he's standing outside holding a sign that says "God bless the homeless vets," because God bless the homeless vets, then of course, more power to him. That's beautiful. But if he's holding a sign that says "God bless the homeless vets," because he knows that that's going to disarm people. Oh, you can't. I'm saying God bless the homeless vets. Can't come after me for saying that. But he's actually intentionally doing it to cause a ruckus. That's when it becomes like, okay, is that his intent? That's the mens rea. That's what's in your head. We can't know what's in his head. All we can know is what he does and says. Look at the actions. Does he stand on the corner with a sign that says "God bless homeless vets"? Or does he stand in a place where he specifically knows he's not allowed to stand, holding any sign that says anything? So he holds that sign because he knows it's not an offensive sign. So I could use that as an excuse to try and get away with it and get more clicks and views. I don't know. I don't follow him that closely because, again, I watch his videos. Does God bless homeless vets? Okay. That's what it is. He's a baiter and a master at it. Does that make him a master? It gives credit to the people who deserve credit. Well, that's why I say, like, I don't really talk about him a lot, because I could see both arguments, like I could see, like, he's just trying to do that because he honestly believes in that. I can't get in his head and know. So if that is, then great, more power to him. But it's just that I have seen situations where he was in locations where it seemed very much like he specifically hold that sign in that location intentionally to bait a negative reaction. And that's when it gets like the video we just watched. The guy's walking down the street with realistic looking fake guns. And the cops stop him. How come you guys are stopping me all the time? Well, because you're walking around with these realistic looking guns all the time. Like maybe you'll learn like with toy guns, they paint the little orange thing at the tip so you know it's not real. But at that point, he's obviously baiting for a reaction. Like you're doing it on purpose to make them go after you. So yeah, that's what I think about him. Generally, I don't. To be honest with you, what do you think of Jeff Gray? I usually don't, because there is some. But again, that's what makes it even worse. If he is doing it with nefarious intent, then the fact that he's using "God bless the homeless vets" makes it even more despicable. So that's why it's like it's hard with him. Because if he really means that, then that's beautiful. And if he doesn't, then that's even worse that he's using that for nefarious purposes. Like, no, that's not cool. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, so there's that. So anyway, the next video I was going to show is, like I said, this Courtroom Time is the name of the channel. A lot of us have seen the footage we're about to see in the past. But again, the reason I'm showing it is because this is a new channel, or at least new to me. And I always like to support channels when I discover them. It's called Courtroom Time. And they just cover general, court stuff. And he just happened to get one now that's a soft sit. Yeah, all right, let's check it out. Ladies and gentlemen, Courtroom Time.
Courtroom claiming you're above the law. Buckle up, because today we're diving into the spectacular downfall of a self-proclaimed sovereign citizen who thought they could outsmart the judge. Spoiler alert, it doesn't end well for them, but it's oh so glorious for the rest of us. Let's roll the tape. Meet our main character, a man who claims he's an attorney of fact. Sounds fancy, right? Well, the judge isn't buying it for a second.
Are you Matthew Aldridge?
I'm the attorney of fact for Matthew Aldridge.
You were what?
The attorney of fact.
Attorney what?
Fact.
Attorney of fact. And what does that mean?
Right. His authorization to do legal work.
Are you a licensed attorney?
No, I'm simply an attorney of fact.
Okay. And does that mean you have a power of attorney? What is your name?
Here's a tip, folks. If you're going to claim authority in a courtroom, maybe bring an actual piece of paper that proves it.
What is your name?
My name?
Yes, sir.
I don't have.
You don't have a name? Pardon?
I'm the attorney of fact for the respondent mayor.
Well, let me explain to you. Only an attorney at law can stand in court and represent a criminal defendant. And to do so otherwise violates the criminal law statutes of the state of Tennessee and could land someone who attempts to represent themselves as an attorney at law in serious trouble. I understand what you're saying. I understand you're saying an attorney in fact. And what I want you to understand is that if you have a power of attorney, then you need to demonstrate that power of attorney. Do you have a legal document called a power of attorney?
No, I do not this time.
Okay. Then you don't have any authority to act on behalf of Matthew Aldridge in this court. You have no legal authority, nor do you have any authority through a legal document to represent or to act on behalf of Matthew Aldridge.
Why don't the court just let me file this document?
Show it to the bailiff and he'll show it to me.
I don't have a copy of it.
Oh, Apparently there's a copy here.
And there it is. Folks, the judge just called it legal mumbo jumbo. You know it's bad when your arguments get downgraded to nonsense in legalese.
All right. This is in the state of Tennessee in Cheatham County and Chancery Court, which is filed in the wrong county because in the wrong court, because this is circuit court. You just be quiet.
You go to the courthouse, it comes up.
You need to listen to me instead of talking, okay? This is a challenge to the standing. The Supreme Court of the United States has stated that no corporation has standing anything to man. And then there's a quotation for Rundle versus Delaware Raritan Canal Company. And then it says, as well as it being a maximum of law, citing certain Latin phrases, dissimilar things ought not to be joined by a definition of Black's Law Dictionary. So the respondent in error requires that the state of Tennessee Incorporated and Cheatham County Chancery Court prove their standing to proceed against a man in any court of law. You have 15 calendar days to prove your standing or forever yield to estoppel, waiver, and fraud, and cease and desist this proceeding immediately. More time is available if requested. And then this was signed by Matthew O'Neill Aldridge. Is that your signature?
That's the respondent in error signature.
All right. Well, I find that Matthew Neil Aldridge has failed to appear personally in this court for the plea day on his case, which is set for trial tomorrow. And as a result, you have no standing, sir, under what I know what you're trying to do is to try to use the sovereign citizen approach to this situation. And I'm simply telling you that you do not have the right to represent Matthew Neil Aldridge if you are, in fact, Matthew Neil Aldridge.
Ouch. When a judge tells you to stop your nonsense, you know you've lost. But our friend here, he just keeps digging himself deeper.
Then you need to say so and stop this nonsense, because what you're attempting to do has no legal effect. You cannot challenge the criminal law or the jurisdiction of this court by simply filing some legal mumbo jumbo having to do with civil litigation. That has civil litigation in it. It is not a criminal case that you have cited. So it has no effect on this court regarding the criminal statutes of this court. This court is empowered under the Constitution of the United States of America and the Constitution of the state of Tennessee and by the duly elected citizens of Cheatham County to empower and enforce the laws of the state of Tennessee. And that is what I'm going to do regarding Matthew Lynn Aldridge. Mr. Aldridge is set for today to appear in court personally on what we call our last plea day before his trial date tomorrow.
Is that an article pre-trial?
To what?
Would that be an article pre-trial? A trial by jury with jury?
It would be a trial by jury. Certainly, it would be. But I don't know who you are. And I don't think you have any authority if you are not Matthew Lynn Aldridge to appear before this court. And you're wasting valuable time to all of these other citizens who are here today. So when I'm talking, you stop talking. No, you will when I'm finished talking. You're wasting the court's time by doing this. And I'm just simply instructing you that if you are, in fact, Matthew Lynn Aldridge, then this is your last day to settle your case. The trial date is set for tomorrow, and unfortunately, it will not go forward because of the fact that I have a conflict and I have to be in Stewart County on a civil matter. So we're going to assign a new trial date for Matthew Lynn Aldridge. Now, is there a General, we're going to need to set a trial date in July.
July 15th.
I'm sorry.
July 15th.
July 15th. All right. To Matthew Aldridge and the individual standing before me whose name must not be uttered, then we will set a July 15th trial date And Mr. Aldridge, whatever this document is that you have filed is in fact invalid because it does not cite any valid criminal statute, and therefore I'm denying whatever that might be in the way of a motion. The trial date will be July 15th. The last day for Mr. Aldridge to enter a plea or go to trial will be July the 8th. July the 8th. Now, we're going to give you a card. If you are, in fact, Matthew Aldridge and you're just playing games with the court regarding this nonsense that you filed, then you may get this card and you may go on about your business. If you are not Matthew Aldridge, then I would suggest to you, you relay to Mr. Aldridge that he must appear on July the 8th, or a bond revocation will take place, and his case will be will take place with him in jail, incarcerated on the 15th. That's the judgment of the court. You need to take your piece of paper and go on about your business.
And there you have it, another sovereign citizen who learned the hard way that courts don't mess around.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, real quick, round of applause for Courtroom Time channel. It seems like I don't know. See, I can't tell. Was that an AI thing? And Katie said, "What's up?" But anyway, guys, this is interesting. Let me ask you what you think. While that was playing, because I've seen that clip before, the guy's name is Matthew Lynn Aldridge, and his trial was set for July 15th. So while we were watching that video, I Googled it. I found the trial. That was the pretrial. I found the trial. It's only 10 minutes. So I was wondering if you guys might want to watch that, have the follow-up with that, what happened. I have the actual trial. It's 10 minutes and 17 seconds. State versus Matthew Aldridge, July 15th, 2024. So we got time. We got 10 minutes till the happy dance. Let's check it out. Let's see. Hold on. Just give me a second to set this up. Juggernaut Jared Reed's in the house. I haven't seen Juggernaut in a while. What's up? Oh, and Katie said, I wanted to pop in and say thank you. I hit the milestone of 5K yesterday, and all of you helped me reach that, especially Hez. All right. Round of applause for Katie said. Awesome. That's great, Katie. That's awesome. I love it. Let's see. Person 1122. Let's watch it. Yeah. Uncle Artie. Yeah. Let's watch it. All right. Yeah, we're gonna watch it. This is gonna be great. All right, so let's see. Wait, I'm gonna have to dagnabbit. Hold on. I'm gonna have to reshare because I lost audio. Hold on. All right, here we go, guys. I found the actual trial. Let's go. I still don't hear any sound. Dagnabbit. Let me try to. Okay, it's not me. Oh, I kept thinking I had something wrong on my part. There was no audio for the beginning part. So it's probably before they go on the record. No, you don't, like in court, they won't record audio until they're officially on the record. So maybe that's why. Because I fast forwarded it a little bit and then all of a sudden sound just kicks in. So
For the witness problem, the state has indicated that they may be wanting to dismiss the case against Matthew Aldridge. But Matthew Aldridge has not appeared in this court officially. So what I want you to understand is this: you can play this game with trying to say that you're the attorney of fact or whatever, And if you persist in doing so, the only choice I have is to issue a failure to appear warrant for Matthew Aldridge.
Mhm.
And if you, under oath, tell me today that you are in fact Matthew Aldridge, then we can take steps to try to resolve this matter. So it just boils down to, if you want to stand on your procedures, then what I'm going to do is, and you refuse to identify yourself as Matthew Aldridge, then I have no choice but to issue a warrant for failure to appear against Matthew Aldridge. And I'll have you step back with the officers and they'll try to identify whether or not you are or not. You cannot defeat the ends of justice or the justice system by simply trying to say you're not who you say you are. So,
May I speak?
yes, sir. Put that microphone up so we can make sure that, there you go.
By appearing in attorney in fact, I'm protecting my Fourth Amendment right.
Your Fourth Amendment right. What right under the Fourth Amendment are you asserting?
I have the right to my own private property, and I don't have the right. I do not have to give my name. It's basically the Fifth Amendment too. You're establishing evidence against yourself.
And I've explained to you what's the process is going to be today, correct?
I am aware. I am Matthew Aldridge, as described in the criminal complaints I've set out.
Hold on just a second. Raise your right hand and let the clerk place you under oath.
Okay.
You solemnly swear or be agree to the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
I do.
All right. Now, are you Matthew Aldridge, the defendant in this case?
I am Matthew Aldridge, as described in the criminal complaint that I sent registered mail on Thursday against the witness.
I'm not sure that we have received anything.
Yes, the witness.
We haven't received anything. What exactly were you saying?
It's registered mail. I have my tracking number. It's at home. It is registered mail. It went out Thursday from.
So you're using the government entity or a semi-government entity of the post office registered mail to send something to this court?
Well, every time I've stated something on the record in the clerk's office, you've always asked, I haven't seen nothing in the mail. And so I figured that's where you'd be looking for it.
All right. Well, you have identified yourself as Matthew Aldridge, the defendant in this case. And therefore, General Willoughby had indicated that he was going to dismiss this case based upon a witness issue that the complaining witness or the state's main witness was someone who is no longer with the law enforcement here in this area and was not willing to return based on issues that had happened. Is that still the state's position? All right.
Yes, Judge.
All right. Then Matthew Aldridge, now that you have identified yourself correctly as the defendant in this case, then the state is moving to dismiss the charges against you because of a witness problem. Case is dismissed. You are free to go.
Thank you, sir.
Hey,
All right. Next case on the docket is the state versus.
That's why it was so short. That's the kind of thing, like, that all of these guys, all the way down the line, from the sovereign citizens, the Moors, the Frauditors, all of them, that's the kind of thing that they love to do. You know, get a case dismissed and then see, I won. I was right. No, you weren't. You didn't win. It was dismissed because there was no witness to testify against you. I remember when I was a kid, growing up in Chicago, what we were always told, this is shady, okay? But what we were always told, this is what they used to say when I was a kid. So this would have been the 80s, I guess, when I first started driving. Around 1985, 86 when I first started driving. So yeah, it would have been in the 80s. They would always say if you get pulled over, it was a big thing. People would always tell me this. You get pulled over, when the cop writes you a ticket, he's going to put a court date on there based on the date that he's going to be in court. Like, okay, I'm going to be there on the 19th, so his court date is the 19th. So everyone that I pulled over today on the 19th when I'm there, those will be all the ones I testify against. So this is where it gets sketchy and why it was always like, but when I was a kid, that's what we were all saying and doing, or the advice we were getting from people who didn't know. Don't go. Don't show up to your if it's a traffic ticket, something that they're not going to set a warrant for no show. Don't show up to your first traffic date. Maybe even because they have like a process where you could write stuff on the back and send it in saying I can't make it on this date because of please give me a different date. The idea being that if you don't show up on your first date, that the court's going to grant a date that isn't going to be based on the availability of the cop. So then you do show up on your second date and look for the cop. If he's not there, then they have to dismiss the case because there's no witness to testify against you. So yeah, it was like this whole scheme to get out of tickets. And it didn't always work. Sometimes it would backfire and you'd show up on a day that the cop was there. But that's almost exactly what happened here. Like he's trying to do his sovereign citizen defense crap and the cop couldn't come to court that day. So, case dismissed. There's no one to test. There's no witness. So, that's the kind of thing that it's like a game, that these guys play. But these guys are playing it on like a professional level. I'm going to just keep wasting the court's time and being a vexatious litigant and talking all this crap and getting dismissals and hearings and dates changed and this and that until eventually they just get bored with it and dismiss it. And that's how they win, I guess. The Chicago way. Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the cup. Cake. Happy. Dance. All right. All right. Okay. Olay. All right. All right. I didn't think I said hello to the Lessonator. What's up, Lewis? All right. Thank you guys for joining me once again. And as always, you're the best fans in the world. Always great to have you here. I love starting my mornings with you guys. You always put me in a good mood. It's Friday, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. After this is the weekend. Woohoo! All right. And next week is Thanksgiving. Oh, my goodness. This month went by so fast. It's so cold and crappy outside. I'm not looking forward to it. But I love you guys. Thank you guys for joining me. And I'll see you on Monday. Oh, yeah. I'm all set up.